Today is the 20th day of the Iran war, and Iran has attacked 7 oil and gas plants in 4 countries in West Asia. Iran has carried out these attacks in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the UAE. Iran is carrying out these attacks because yesterday, on March 18th, Israel attacked South Par's gas field, the world's largest gas reserve. This is significant news. Israel has attacked the world's largest gas reserve, a portion of which is located in Qatar, and Qatar is now deeply angry with Israel. In this war, both sides are attacking each other's oil reserves and refineries. Even if the war stops now, it will take a long time for oil and gas supplies to return to normal. The number of oil refineries and oil reserves that have been set on fire and destroyed has caused significant damage worldwide. West Asia produces approximately 30% of oil, gas, and fertilizers. This means that this attack is not just affecting a few countries, but is directly impacting the global economy. It is harming everyone. Iran launched a missile attack this morning on Qatar's Ras Laffan liquefied natural gas LNG Havan hub. It is the world's largest LNG export center, and the damage has been extensive. Ras Laffan is not just a plant, but a mega energy complex. It houses numerous LNG processing units, export terminals, and massive LNG storage tanks that escape. It also houses the world's largest factory that converts natural gas directly into liquid fuels. This means that not just one building in Qatar, but the entire energy ecosystem has been attacked. Today, not just one attack, but multiple attacks occurred, and the damage has been so severe that production has been completely halted. The head. Now, look at the map to see where this LNG hub is located in Qatar. Qatar alone produces approximately 20% of the world's LNG. And the most worrying thing for all of us is that India sources 40% of its LNG from here, which will have a huge impact on India's supply. Look at the map and see where the attacks are taking place. In Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and everywhere, oil reserves or oil refineries are being attacked. A short while ago, the Qatari Prime Minister stated that Qatar shares a long history with the Iranian people and that Qatar does not want its relations with Iran to deteriorate. Like at Qatar, Iran has also attacked 2 oil refineries in Saudi Arabia and an oil refinery near Saudi Arabia's capital. But it was attacked with drones. Saudi Arabia claims to have shot down 8 Iranian ballistic missiles and several drones mid-air. This means the attack could have been even bigger. However, Saudi Arabia's air defense system intercepted most of the missiles and drones mid-air. Yet, the attack still occurred. This refinery in Saudi Arabia is operated by a major company called Aramco, one of the world's largest oil companies. You've likely heard of Aramco many times. It's one of the world's largest oil companies, and it also holds the world's largest oil reserves of bases. Iran has carried out a drone attack on another Saudi oil refinery called Saif Ref. EF. Safe Ref produces 400,000 barrels of oil daily. Most importantly, it's located near the Red Sea, far from the Isle of Hormuz, You can see the location of this refinery on a map. Until now, oil was being supplied from here to the entire world without interruption. This is a backup route for Saudi Arabia. However, by attacking this refinery, Iran has shown the world that no oil refinery is safe. And the Gulf countries in West Asia and those countries that support the United States are also at risk. Now, none of their oil reserves, none of their oil refineries are safe. They will destroy every oil refinery. Today, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister stated that Saudi Arabia has the right to take military action if necessary. This means that it can attack Iran if necessary. But so far, no country in West Asia has directly attacked Iran. Backfire.
I believe morally, and certainly we have stated quite clearly that we have the right to take military action if necessary, and if the time comes when the leadership of the king takes the necessary decision, we will not shy away from protecting our country and our economic resources.
You have seen the attack that took place in Saudi Arabia. After this, Iran also attacked two oil refineries in Kuwait, causing a massive fire there. See these pictures. And then in the UAE, oil production has been halted after Iran's attack on two locations, a gas refinery and an oil depot. And just a short while ago, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi warned the US that Iran has used only a small fraction of its power in response to Israel's attack. This means that Iran is claiming that it hasn't yet demonstrated its full strength, only small display of its power. The Iranian foreign minister also stated that if Iran's gas depots are attacked again, the Iranian military will no longer exercise restraint. So, this significant thing today is that Iran's war has now reached the oil depots, and Iran has begun attacking the oil depots of Gulf countries. It has started attacking oil refineries, and this is causing harm not only to these Gulf countries, but to the entire world. Now let me explain why Iran has attacked the oil and gas plants of these four countries. You may remember yesterday that Israel attacked Iran's South Pars gas field. A fire broke out, causing significant damage to Iran. The images will speak for themselves. Now you can see on the map that this gas field is located on the border between Iran and Qatar. And this gas field spans the territories of both countries. Iran owns one part of it and Qatar owns the other. In Iran's territory, this gas field is called South Pars. And in Qatar's territory, it's called North Dome, Lem. This is the world's largest gas field. Look at this map. It contains approximately 51 trillion cubic meters of gas. This means that approximately 20% of the world's total gas reserves are located here. And if the world were to use only this gas field, it could supply the entire world with gas for 13 years. Therefore, the attack on this gas field is a major crisis for the world. This is very important news for the world. Following this, US President Donald Trump attempted to mediate between the two countries over the Israeli attack. He wrote on social media that the US had no knowledge of this Israeli attack and that Israel would not attack any more Iranian gas reserves. US Defense Secretary Pete Hancock also stated that today the US military is launching its largest strike yet against Iran.
And again, today will be the largest strike package ever launched against Iran, he said. It's just like yesterday was, as I said, from day one, our capability to continue to build, continue to degrade, hunting and striking, death and destruction from our air defenses. Defense industrial bases, factory, production lines, feed the drone program is being overwhelmingly destroyed, is being overwhelmed.
Turning point that has come is that Israel has attacked Iran, Iran's largest oil reserve and the world's largest gas reserve and highest gas reserve. This has angered Iran. Iran is furious and it's so maddened by anger that it has begun attacking the oil and gas reserves of the Gulf countries, Alisen. It declared, if you disturb our oil and gas reserves, then we won't spare your oil refineries either. We will destroy your oil and gas reserves as well. That's why it has consistently attacked the oil reserves and refineries of the Gulf countries. But all this started with Israel attacking Iran's massive gas reserves. Now, the U.S. is claiming that Israel carried out this attack on its own accord. The U.S. knew nothing about this attack. And U.S. President Donald Trump is now saying, quote, I assure you that Israel will never attack any of Iran's oil or gas reserves again. At the same time, the U.S. Defense Secretary also says that today, the U.S. military is about to launch the largest attack on Iran ever. This means that tonight is a crucial night, and this attack could happen at any time if the U.S. Defense Secretary is truly speaking the truth. And just a short while ago, another significant statement came. The European Union and Japan issued a joint statement on this war. In this statement, all these countries stated that they would contribute to any international efforts to secure the Strait of Hormuz. The European Union and Japan also thanked all the countries currently working to secure Hormuz. So, though it's been a while, all the European countries are slowly coming together. Japan has joined them, and they are now saying that they are ready to do whatever it takes to secure Hormuz. As we told you today, Iran is selectively attacking oil depots. And just a short while ago, Iran launched a missile attack on an oil refinery in Haifa, Israel. Pictures of the attack have also arrived. US President Trump may be claiming that he is angry with Israel's attack on southern Iran and that he had no knowledge of the attack. However, the international news agency Reuters claims that the US itself assisted Israel in this attack. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi today spoke with the heads of State of France, Oman, Jordan, and Malaysia regarding the Iran war. Prime Minister Modi also discussed the situation in West Asia with French President Emmanuel Macron, and Prime Minister Modi wrote on social media that it is essential to return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy to reduce tensions. Both countries will continue to cooperate for peace and stability in the world. President Macron responded by writing on social media that India and France are working together to reduce tensions in the region and that dialogue and diplomacy should be at the forefront of efforts to bring peace. The important thing is that Prime Minister Modi is one of the very few leaders in the world who talks to both sides. He can talk to the United States and is also a very close friend of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. He is friends with Iran, Israel, and has a good relationship with U.S. President Donald Trump. If they wish, India can play a significant role in this matter. Similarly, Prime Minister Modi himself has very good and cordial relations with the heads of state of all the Gulf countries. Therefore, if there is any leader who can talk to all of these people and all the parties simultaneously, it is Prime Minister Modi. Perhaps that is why the Prime Minister of India is constantly talking to the Prime Ministers and Presidents of these countries. Today, he also spoke with the President of France to see how India, along with all the countries, can find a path to peace